Good evening, everyone. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have everyone here this evening. Tonight, we honor our high-achieving students and their outstanding academic performance. My name is Tina Hoxie, and I'm the Associate Provost and Dean of Students, and it's the privilege of my office to plan this event each year, and we always look forward to it. It always is also reaches us towards, we think spring is coming, but also we're wrapping up our semester. So it's an exciting time that many of us very much look forward to. So I want to make you a promise for tonight. This evening is going to be engaging, it's going to be inspiring, it's going to be memorable, it's going to be celebrative, and it's going to be honoring of our outstanding students. And it's just going to be fun, just plain fun. We're going to have great food. You're with friends, you're with family, you're some of your outstanding faculty and staff mentors that you chose to invite tonight. So you're in for, I think, an incredible evening. At this time, I'll kind of act as the MC and we'll keep everything flowing. It was my privilege to introduce our chair of our Board of Trustees, David Cucci.
Thank you. It's really fun to get an applause just on recognition of the name. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to spend just 120 seconds helping us reflect for just a moment. And I invite those of you who are being honored tonight to, in your mind, leap from 2018 to 2068. For those of you who are having difficulty jumping that 50-year gap, I am you in 2068. I am that 50-year gap, if you will, between yesterday and today. We have some things in common, however, and that is we're on this life journey. Collectively, we're on this journey. Individually, we're on this journey. Oh, you may be in chapter maybe 2, 3 of that life journey of you. I may be in chapter 13, 14 of my life journey. But together, we're on this life journey. And our life journey has some things in common. I'm expecting that although if you look at my chapters 3 through 15, they've already been written. Your chapters 3 through 15 still remain blank. But we could predict that in your chapters 3 to 15, you will no doubt have some fairly exciting highs. We could also predict that in your chapters 3 through 15, you will have some energy-draining lows. And what's going to begin to separate you from the others who we're celebrating tonight, what's going to begin to separate you from me, is that each of us creates our own personality. And that personality creates some themes that'll repeat themselves and itself as you go from chapter to chapter to chapter. So, for example, one of those themes will be how you respond to those times when your energy has been sucked out of you because some unimaginable hurt has just hit your life. Or as you build relationships, whether with a partner or with family or with a neighbor or as an employer or as an employee, one of the themes that'll surface will be how much you value how you make others feel when they're around you. In your theme, you'll define success. And I wonder how bold the word servant or service will be in your definition of success as you write chapters 3 through 15. Tonight you join thousands of men and women who have graduated from this institution. As a college community, we can't wait to begin to read your chapters 3 through 15. Let's enjoy the meal.
Thank you. We're going to proceed with dinner, and then following dinner, we're going to have our program. We're going to dismiss by table, so someone will come up and we'll get everything flowing. Tonight's meal is prepared by our outstanding culinary department, and we're very excited, and thank you for the great meal that you've prepared for us. So enjoy. We are ready after enjoying a nice dinner, coffee and dessert, start the main event that we're here for this evening in recognizing our outstanding students. What I'd like to do to provide a welcome to you, I'd like to introduce, it's my privilege, Dr. Bill Pink, our president of Grand Rapids Community College. Dr. Pink.
Thank you, Dr. Hoxie. Good evening. You guys are good. You're awake. Had a good meal. Could you give a huge round of applause? It has to be loud because our staff who've cooked and served and all those things are kind of in the door and in and out, but so you have to make it really nice and loud. Please say thank you to those who prepared this meal and served us tonight. Please give them a round of applause. Nothing like a good meal and to get us all set for the rest of this evening. I only want to spend a couple minutes saying to you, thank you for being here tonight. Welcome to Grand Rapids Community College. Welcome to the oldest community college in the state of Michigan and to one of the oldest in the United States. You sit on that campus right now. We're welcome. We're happy that you're here tonight. We're happy that we get to celebrate in this place and celebrate our students, celebrate you. Those of you who are being honored tonight, would you please stand at this time? I want to see what the number looks like. Get the crowd going. All right. Stay standing, stay up, stay standing. So you young men and women, you guys, you mean a lot to this institution because you are part of what I call the GRCC family. And you are a big portion and a big part of why we do what we do, because you are the reason that we do what we do. And so because of that and because of what you have accomplished, we tonight get to, not have to, we get to celebrate you tonight. So thank you for what you do with and for this institution. Please be seated. Thank you. I also want to ask, and I'm sorry, it'll be about 9:30 before I finish. Just joking. I also want to ask our faculty and staff who are here tonight, would you please stand at this time? Our faculty and staff, GRCC, please. Yes. Please be seated. It's because of that, faculty and staff and others who exist and work on this campus, our faculty and staff, our administration, it is because of the good work that they do in keeping this institution at the level that we exist, both regionally and nationally. It is because of having rock stars as faculty, staff, and administration, so thank you for that. I also want to point out to you tonight, you already met the chair of our Board of Trustees, Trustee Dave Cucci. I want him to stand, but I also want to introduce to you another one of our Board of Trustees, Trustee Cynthia Bristol. Would you please stand? Please recognize two of our board members tonight. They make important decisions in terms of this institution, so I'm grateful to them for that. Before I sit down, I just want to say to those of you again who are that we're honoring tonight, one thing that I love about nights like tonight, and one thing I love about what happens here at this great institution is how you relate to the data that I see seems like on a daily basis. Here's what some of those data say. The data tells us that in a matter of 5 to 10 years, and in some cases, depending on what area you're in, even less than that, some of the jobs that you will have, as Trustee Cucci mentioned about that, those chapters and 50 years, what we know is that in the next 5 to 10, that many of the jobs that you may have 10 years from now, as you sit today, those jobs don't even exist. We don't even know what those jobs will be. What we know is that technology continues to change the game. And what we know is that time continues to change what we know of as jobs. You don't believe me? Just ask some of the people sitting at your table who, let's just say, are older than you are, graduates. Just ask some of them. Ask them how many jobs do they know of today that didn't exist when they were in high school or college. I was listening to a presentation this past week. I was at a conference in Chicago. It was a really interesting statement. Hadn't really thought about it. But what the person said is that they talked about in their organization, their daughter, I believe it was, held the position of director of social media. When have you ever, when I was in high school, what? There's no such thing as a director of social media. For that matter, there was no such thing as social media. You know, we were just getting off the ark. And so it was nothing, that wasn't the case. But now you have these positions that never existed before that now today are very important positions that get, in many cases, paid a lot of money. Here's what I like about GRCC. And here's what I like about the young men and women I'm looking at right now. This institution prepares you not only for today, but we also prepare you to think critically about what tomorrow may be as well. Because you know that what you can't do is just sit and say, well, I think I'll just be doing this for the rest of my life till I'm 80 years old. You know better than that. Because you know that as your job looks today, that 5, 10 years from now, may look a bit different, but what it is that is so important is that you have been equipped and you continue to be equipped with the ability and the desire to think critically and to look at where you are today and understand that tomorrow might look a bit different and to also understand that it will look different. So you think critically. You look at the situation, you look at this world in a way that you know that it will be changing, and it is constantly changing. So you will be a proud graduate of this institution for more reasons than one, but one of those reasons will be that hopefully you walking out the doors of this institution, this school has provided you the notion, provided you the ability to be able to say, whether it be today, whether it be 10, 20, 30 years from now, you have the ability to look at your life and say, I need to do it differently now because this world and this society and my profession is different now. So for that, I say congratulations. For that, I say you go out of this place, whether you have this education that you are completing and you're going to a university, you're going to another college, you're going to a job, whatever that is, that you utilize what this has prepared you to do to not only do the job and do the task today, but to be able to adjust and think critically and be malleable so that tomorrow you are right there in the space that you need to be, which is your sweet spot of your profession. Now, if I don't shut up and sit down, Tina's gonna grab me and sit me down. Congratulations. We are proud of you. We're happy that you are part of this GRCC family. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Pink. We're ready for the program, and I'd like to introduce next Dr. Mike Vargo, who is our Dean of Arts and Sciences. Okay. And he will kind of set the stage on how we're going to start this evening award presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Coxey. All right, thanks, everybody. It's my privilege this evening to announce the new Delta Pi Alpha recipients. Dr. Pink, who you've already met, right, is going to confer the honor by presenting each new recipient with a gold medallion. I've heard rumor that this might actually be a solid gold medallion, but it's just a rumor at this point, just a rumor. And those who are achieving a 4.0 grade point average, a plaque in honor of this academic achievement. A staff member is going to cue each recipient into position for recognition. I'll ask that you come to this end of the room when signaled to do so. It has also been a tradition to offer you the opportunity to say a few words about your experience at Grand Rapids Community College, to introduce your invited guests with you this evening to celebrate your outstanding academic achievement. So you'll be given the opportunity to do that as well. And first on my list, it's my pleasure to introduce Daniel Baird.
I didn't really have anything prepared. I guess it's been a good experience. This is my second time around in college, so this is great to get in here, and had a lot of challenges involved, a lot of work, but I've really enjoyed the experience here. It's been really nice.
Marcus Bar-Isi.
All I have to say is a thank you to everyone in this room that I know, because a lot of people in this room, especially Dr. Greg Forbes, the best anatomy and physiology teacher that this campus has, you all gave me a second chance. When I came to GRCC, I had nothing to my name, and GRCC gave me an opportunity to prove who I wanted to be and who I was, and without you guys here at this campus, I would not be successful. So I have to say thank you. And I have to give a shout out to my PTK advisor, Lene Selberg, who is the most dedicated person I've ever met. And of course, my girlfriend, Bailey, who deals with all my quirks. So, thank you.
Kelly Burrows.
I started a little late in life. In 50 years, I'll be 100, which means I'll either be dead or getting my second wind. No matter what, I'll be a GRCC alum forever. I want to thank Deb Perkins, who is an employee here at the college and who has pushed me when I felt like quitting, and who has encouraged me to continue on. And I have to thank my husband, who has given up everything to help me achieve my dream, including watching our 3-year-old granddaughter 2 days a week all by himself. So, thank you, everybody.
Felicia Berger.
This is kind of nerve-wracking. I wanted to thank Kimberly Weingarten. She was my English 2 professor over the summer. I lost my mom. She was there for me, very understanding when I wasn't at school for about a week, even though it's an accelerated class and I couldn't miss a lot of time. She was very understanding about that, and she actually shared a lot of stories about her mother passing previously too, which helped me get through that tough time when I wanted to quit. So to her and to all my family and friends that can't be here who have supported me through this, it's been a long time coming, but we got it.
John Davidson.
I once told my niece that I was in 26th grade when she was in probably 4th or 5th grade, and her eyes got really, really big. This is my 22nd semester of college. So that's 11 years. So that's what, 33rd grade? When I first started at Purdue University, I would be standing outside of my professor's office trying to work myself up into going into office hours and have a panic attack and go home instead. That was in probably 1999. So it's been a long road between then and now. Standing up here with a microphone isn't that bad. But to the instructors here, all of you here, thank you for your approachability. Jeff Lloyd and Heather Clare are the two that I invited, and Julie is our entire department. It's a small department. And once again, thank you for the approachability.
Lori Eastman.
Thank you, thank you. You know, a good friend once told me a while back that we never, ever journey alone anywhere. You know, and so the fact that I even made it through this associate's program is a big thing to me, and that's proof of that fact. One of the people I want to thank, first and foremost, is my manager with the phone over there, and my friend, Rathna Patil. Without her, you know, she's the one that journeyed through me from the beginning with this. And she's the one that allowed me to leave early from work, gave me flexible hours, which I will forever be grateful for. She heard me rant, rave, be frustrated, especially during algebra time. And her words of wisdom and encouragement meant everything to me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful. And secondly, I can't just thank just one professor here, all of them, for their unceasing patience, you know, and their kind words of encouragement that pushed me forward, because there were times where I thought, no, I'm not too sure about this, right? I really want to stop. You guys know. So once again, I am grateful beyond mere words, and I think I'm at chapter 17, by the way. With a mental attitude of 3.
Eric Garcia.
Good evening. I want to thank all the instructors here at CC. Great help for me. All the professors, especially Officer Peters, had him in the academy. Great instructor. Thank my girlfriend Nancy for supporting me. And all my family. Unfortunately, they weren't able to be here, so thank you.
Choyu Graham.
Thank you. I want to use this opportunity to thank the most important person in my life, my husband, Ben. He's right over there. I thank you for spending all those days and nights and helping me with my English, history, and government classes. And sometimes even I thought about give up, but you encouraged me and believing in me. Without you, I don't think I can be success in this journey. Thank you so much. And thank you for being an amazing husband. I love you. Thanks.
Rebecca Grayson, and Rebecca is graduating with a 4.0 grade point average.
So my experience here at GRCC has been a very great experience for me. It's great to be here amongst so many talented students and almost graduates. I I would like to thank my parents for their support for this, for my journey. And also my special guest this evening, Deb Vilmot, who was my very first professor in the Child Development Department. When I was taking her classes, she made me feel so successful, feel like I could be capable, and that I actually had something to offer in the community. So thank you so much for being a great mentor for me. Thank you.
Connor Hartley, and Connor is graduating with a 4.0 grade point average.
Well, I don't really have a speech right now, so we'll see how this goes. I first want to say thank you to my friends and family, helped me get through this entire 2-year journey from coming like a wide-eyed freshman to being a leaving sophomore. I really do appreciate it. For whoever's out there, you know who you are. I also want to thank my mom, especially, for giving me the love and support of 2 whole parents all by herself. Without her, I would not be able to get through this. I also want to thank my sister, who's in attendance tonight. Thank you, Taylor. I love you, and thank you for the support tonight. And finally, I want to thank CC and its advisors and its great professors to help me get through this whole journey, help me plan out my future. When I came in, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And then coming out now, I know exactly what I want. And it's all thanks to the campus and to the supporting staff. So I want to thank all of you.
Isabel Jerzik, and Isabel has a 4.0 grade point average.
Hi. I'd like to thank all of GRCC staff because without you, this would not be possible. I'd also like to thank all of my professors for making my classes like really fun and enjoyable to come to. And I'd like to thank my family for being there for me for good days, bad days, and listening to my funny stories that probably weren't so funny.
Austin Johnson.
I have a lot of people to thank, so many individuals who built the platform that allowed me to get here. Specifically those who assisted me when my car was breaking down and I needed to make it to class, moments like that. Family and friends that would understand when I disappeared in my room for 2 days because I had to study. And so those people are just so important to me, so thank you.
Jonathan Klett.
First and foremost, I want to thank my mama for all the encouragement and support with my education, and my dad for all his encouragement as well. I want to thank the teachers and professors that I had that made the classroom engaging and fun, because that's really important to me. That's what gets me through the day. And I also want to thank anybody from the business lab. I don't know if anybody's here, but those guys are awesome, and they helped out a ton.
Ryan Law.
Hello. I'd first off like to thank my wife, Shannon. Without her continuing support and belief in me, I would not be able to have completed this journey. From the countless times of waking up with me, pressing my uniforms from the academy and now. I also like to thank the instructor I was able to invite, Officer Bo Peters. I will never forget the early mornings, the running around the laps, the endless push-ups, and for believing me and getting me to get through the academy. I'd also like to thank the former and current police academy directors and all their wonderful staff that gave a chance and opportunity for me to succeed in life. Without them, their passion inside the classroom, I would not be able to apply myself inside and outside in law enforcement. Thank you.
Nicole Latham.
Hello. Well, first, I'd like to thank my parents for supporting me and my boyfriend. I have loved GRCC and all the professors, especially Forb, all the way in the back. I had him a couple semesters ago. His lovely test questions of none of the above or all of the above definitely had to know what you were talking about. I've never made so many flashcards in my life. But that definitely has prepared me, as I love GRCC so much that I'm going into their Associates of Nursing. So good thing I know how to make flashcards, because that's going to contain most of it. So it's been a great experience, so thank you.
Lucy McSped.
I just want to say thank you to Julie and all the radiology staff for all their support during the program. It can be really difficult, but to have them supporting you makes it that much better.
Paul Mead.
First off, I'd like to thank all of the professors that I've had here at CC. You've all been great. And in particular, I'd like to thank Mr. Olson. He spent a lot of time in and out of the classroom, and he's really helped solidify my love for biology. And then finally, I'd like to thank my parents, not only for their support, but also for pressuring me into joining the GRCC middle college program. Without them, I wouldn't be here today.
It's now my pleasure to introduce my friend and colleague, Dr. Amy Koning, who's Dean of the School of Workforce Development, and she'll introduce the remaining names.
I need these, sorry. Caitlin O'Donnell Morgan.
Hi, I just want to say I'm terrified right now. And I'd like to thank my mom for paying for my tuition and dealing with me throughout these years, 2 years. I'm a pain. And GRCC teachers and staff that's been there for me throughout these 2 years. Thank you.
Allison Olmsted.
I'd like to thank the entire Sekia staff for challenging me and pushing me towards academic success. And I'd also like to thank my family for supporting me through this journey. Thank you.
Harriet Amenge.
Clearly from the name, I'm not from here. I'm Harriet Omenge, and I'm from Kenya. It's a long journey to be here, and unfortunately, this is not the end. But I'm so glad that I had to be here in GRCC because the faculty and staff are very supporting, and unfortunately, my parents are not able to be here, but they've supported me. It's not easy to just let your kid go free into a completely new continent. But I came here and I got 2 new moms. Connie, thank you. Susan, she's waving. It's been long. I cry a lot. School is not easy, but I'm so grateful, so glad to be here. Thank you.
Lee Rotman.
I just wanted to thank my husband who's here with me tonight. Couldn't have done it without his support. And everybody here at GRCC, you've been wonderful. And especially my professor who is with me tonight, Judy. It's been wonderful learning from you.
Thank you.
Jessica Ricecamp.
I just want to thank my parents, especially my dad, for helping me study like every single day almost. Feels like a. And I want to thank all the faculty members who made all the classes entertaining and fun and actually enjoyable to be at.
Declan Scott.
I'd first like to thank my parents for always supporting me and being there. And then secondly, I'd like to thank all the staff here who make CC such a great place and really have given me a great start on both my education and career. Thank you.
Yalisha Shadek.
I would like to thank my husband. We've been together since high school, and he's seen me struggle through college for probably 3 years, and first generation college student, and so glad I'm finally here.
Rachel Smith.
I'm a first-year generation college student, so neither of my parents went to college. Their grandparents didn't go to college. It was a 7-year gap before I even went to college. I didn't think that I could do it. I got an email after my first semester, "You're on the dean's list." And I'm like, "Mom, what's the dean's list? I don't know what this is." And then a couple semesters later, I got this other email that's like, "You're on the president's list." And I'm like, "Guys, there's a list for that too." But right now I have a 9-year-old son, and he's seeing Mom go through college. He helps me write my papers. He listens to me read them out loud. And I am instilling that college culture in our household so that he knows that he can reach for his dreams too. So we're ready to do this. Thank you so much.
Heather Stat, and Heather is graduating with a 4.0 grade point average.
Hi, I'm Heather. I'm in the culinary program here, so I know a lot of chefs, and of course I'm going to thank every single one of them. But there's one that was supposed to be here, Chef Gilles. He's actually teaching class right now, so he can't be here. And I want to thank my boss, Chef Luba. She was doing this event tonight as well. And Chef Will, and everyone, I guess, and especially my parents. They brought me through everything and helped me through all my hard classes, and teachers that were amazing. And parents are amazing. Thank you so much.
Shiget Mitusu Suzuki, graduating with a 4.0.
Hi, since I came here from Japan, I got so many supports. Thank you for professor, faculties, and my friends, especially Mike Bell, my boss, the lab coordinator of Cultural Tutorial Lab. Thank you so much. I will keep doing my best to be an aerospace engineer. Thank you so much.
Timothy Tobias.
like to give a shout out to all or really just a thank you for all the GRCC staff that have helped me through, all the professors and the people in the offices that help you with graduation and stuff. They help me out too. I'd like to give a special shout out for Mr. Mike Merchant, Department Head of Mechanical Design, and for my mom, dad, and my brother for helping me out with questions about college and for putting up with me all this time. Thanks again, people. And with this degree, I feel I can really accomplish anything that my job throws at me. And also, Mike Merchant, thanks for helping me land my current job. Thanks, man.
Taylor Trotter.
Okay, sorry in advance. I'm gonna cry. I'm really emotional. First off, I want to thank my daughter. She's my motivation and the reason I'm doing this. And I'm just super proud that she's able to see me do this. We did it. We're halfway there. I love you. Secondly, I want to thank my parents for all their sacrifices, supporting me and everything that they do for me continually. And for CC, for being flexible, allowing me to work and be a mom, and for professors such as Dr. Byerwalter, who have allowed me to continue my education, but also realize that my family comes first.
Congratulations. Bethany Vanderzan.
I had something prepared, but I'm going to scrap it. We're going to wing it. My first course here at CC was botany with Dr. Pam Loretto. And after I took her class, I decided that that's what I wanted to do with my life. I'm going to go into botany and forest ecology and be a field researcher and a wilderness ambassador. So thank you, Dr. Pam, for leading me into that and helping me find what my place in the world is. And I'd also like to thank my family for being supportive and my husband for taking me outside. Thank you.
Shelby Van Dyke.
Okay, I would really like to thank all of the GRCC faculty and staff, administration, literally anybody involved with helping anybody succeed. I went to a 4-year university straight out of high school, and I lasted about 1.5 years. My first day of school, I sat down in a lecture for math with over 250 students, and they expected me to learn something from somebody who didn't even know my name, probably didn't care if I passed the class or not. So with the fact that you bothered to learn my name, and to the culinary teachers who literally had to hold my hand to make sure I understood something and didn't stop until I did, I really appreciate it, because without you, I wouldn't be graduating, and without my parents and their financial loans, I would also not be graduating. So thank you very much.
Benjamin Williams.
Hi, just a few quick thank yous. First off to the GRCC staff and professors. Thank you for making it such an amazing experience and giving us all the tools that we need to succeed. Secondly, to my peers, some of which are in the room tonight. Thank you so much for those after hours, after 5 o'clock classes, right, until 9 o'clock when we're all had trouble staying awake, help keeping each other awake and focused. Another thank you to my colleagues, the people I work with, for being flexible with my working schedule and letting me come to school. That's been great. And then lastly to my wife, Sarah, who has been just amazing through this whole process. And honestly, I think you probably deserve this more than I do. Just for as much as you support the family and the household, well, I'm in the next room reading a book. So I love you. Thank you so much.
Anna Schlotnicki.
I just wanted to start by saying thank you to my husband for supporting me the last 2 years. I know it's not always been easy. And then a huge thank you to all the professors and staff. It's just been such a positive experience being here, and it's already opened more doors for me than I ever knew was possible. So thank you.
Morgan Zudwig.
I would like to thank all of the culinary staff for helping me through the program. I am so grateful for everything they've done. And I'm grateful that we have a college in the local community that has so much support and education for everybody around here. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to ask all the Delta Pi Alpha recipients to stand. This completes the list of the Delta Pi Alpha honor recipients attending this evening for the academic year of 2017-18. Please join me in congratulating them one more time on their induction into the Delta Pi Alpha Honor Society at Grand Rapids Community College. You may be seated. At this time, I'd like to ask Provost Dr. Lori Chesley to present the Arthur Andrews Award.
This is one of my favorite nights of the year. And I have a suggestion for next year, Tina. I think we need boxes of Kleenex at every table. This is an evening that makes me want to cry often because it's just such a rewarding experience for me to hear your stories and your struggles and your successes, and to hear all of your gratitude for your loved ones. And so it's really my pleasure to be here this evening. And in particular, it's my pleasure to present the Arthur Andrews Award for 2018. This cup honors the memory of Arthur Andrews, who served as Grand Rapids Junior College president for 35 years, from 1919 to 1955. Wow. President Andrews was a strong proponent of this school's academic excellence and its focus on academic integrity. So this award honors his legacy as an outstanding leader. He often was heard to say, "We must give our students an education as good or better than they would receive at the university." We pride ourselves on that here at GRCC. So we honor the memory of Arthur Andrews this evening, and we honor all of your achievements as outstanding students. A share of this award goes to all of you, but of course only one of you will get to take it home. You may have noted that quite a number of you have earned 4.0s. In fact, it's kind of intimidating. So congratulations. Now, how do you do better than all A's? Well, the way we determine the winner of the Arthur Andrews Cup is to break our tie, so to speak, is to bestow it upon the student who has earned the most credits. It is my pleasure this evening to announce the recipient of the 2018 Arthur Andrews Cup, Heather Statt. Please come up.
welcome to say a few more words if you'd like.
Okay.
All right.
I am horrible in front of people. That's why I'm in culinary program, so I can hide in the kitchen. It's a little easier that way. I've been here a lot longer than the normal culinary arts student has. I completed the program last year, and I went through the commencement ceremony, and I completed my associate's degree. And I stayed a little longer to take extra classes. I took the same class again. I'm just finishing it up. Supposed to be in class right now, actually. But I'm not, because I'm here. And I love the program. Like, I love Sikia. I want to come back. I want to be here all the time. The school is amazing. And the people here, you can't get anything better. Like, I think it's the best culinary school that I've ever seen before. So thank you so much, especially all the culinary people. Thank you.
And now Dean Hoxie will offer some concluding remarks.
What a proud night for GRCC and a proud night for you. As promised, tonight was engaging. You had an opportunity to gather together with family and friends and enjoy a meal together. I think certainly inspiring. I know it's nervous for many to say something, but I say all A+ for your remarks. What an amazing job describing your experiences. I know that takes courage. It really does. And thank you for sharing that story, because, you know, I think for all of us that have the privilege to work at the college, and our number one priority is you, hearing those inspiring stories certainly brings us to work every day and is the reward that all of us feel. So thank you so much for those remarks. The honoring certainly is the honoring of you and your story. And lastly, I indicated tonight would be memorable. Before I hit on that very last point, there is one person I would like to thank for the hard work in putting this together. She really doesn't like it when I do this, but I'm going to do it anyway and tell just a little short story. Kathy Novisky, who is my assistant in the dean's office. Thank you, Kathy. And Kate, thank you. Our student assistants assisted tonight as well. Thank you. Now, Kathy also is a Delta Pi Alpha recipient herself, and she really takes a lot of care in making sure everything is perfect for this evening. And this is an example. She went out and bought the tulips, and so she explained to me on Monday they had not really, what do you call it, budded out, or I don't know if that's open. Thank you. They opened. And I said, well, what, here, she has them at home. She put them in a room. She turned the heat up. So I think, Kathy, we're probably going to owe you for your heating bill because she wanted to make sure that those flowers were blooming for tonight. That's how much she cares that this event is perfect. Thank you, Kathy, for all your hard work. Tonight belongs to you. The memorable part, I think we've already had a piece of that. The other memory that I think for you to take with you is to participate in commencement. If you haven't made the decision to do that, I really encourage that you do. It's really an incredible evening, collegiate evening of the college where we celebrate the success of the achievement of your certificates as well as your associate's degree before you head on to your four-year transfer or to the job or profession that you've chosen. That's going to be on Friday, April 27th, and it's not too late to be a part of that, and I would encourage you to invite family and friends and to be part of that. Lastly, it's about taking a photo, isn't it? Now, I tell you this, I love to take photos, so please feel free to come up here, use this as the backdrop. I'm sure Dr. Pink would be willing to be in a photo as well. I'd be willing to take the photo. So if you have your phone, I know we all have phones, so those photos turn out great. Please take advantage of that and snap a snapshot of, and make it memorable as your last piece for tonight. Thank you so much for coming and enjoying the evening.